let's try, let's check in with Indy. Indy, do we have some questions for pasta and, or just comments that you want to highlight?
Oh man, well, first of all, chat is popping off, and this is great. There's so many people here; it's awesome. Of course, Big Bad Crab is here. He's got
Hi,
his
Greg.
question. What's your favorite kind of pasta? Pasta.
Ooh,
His guess is
There you have it.
rotini.
that's a good guess. I mean, it always depends on the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Like you have to match the sauce with the pasta. But traditionally, I like really to tell you the truth, and I really was upset when Trader Joe's stopped selling it. The old school fusilli. There's a restaurant fusilli, which is Little Springs. The old school fusilli. Remember, Tara, the old school phone lines, like the long
Yep.
phone lines? That was the old school fusilli. And
My
I
hair kind of
love
does
old
that
school fusilli.
too. Yeah.
Like
Yes,
fusilli
you
Jerry.
got the fusilli hair right there, right?
Yeah.
And then
I
and we
love
got,
the old
of course,
school fusilli.
Fee's here. Fia's here, and then we did have
Hey,
one.
we were just talking smack about you. Hi, honey.
Yeah. We were definitely doing Pizza Wars. Yanaumi man asked on INN, did pasta used to be a conservative when he was younger? And I thought that'd be a really interesting question.
Oh, okay.
Quite the opposite. I was the other way. I was, you know what I'm saying? I was a bleeding heart liberal for quite some time. My first vote was Ross Perot, because I didn't want to vote for Clinton or whoever. Who was he running against? Bush. What was Bush's big saying? Oh God, whatever. Oh, W Senior, right? George Herbert Walker Bush. He was running against Bill Clinton, and I just said, I'm going to be the odd man out here. I'm going to vote for the third party over there, and I did that. But for most of my life, bleeding heart liberal, leftist. I have more conservative views now than I've ever had, but I'm still considered a leftist libertarian, is what I call myself. But who's that?
This is Che Guevara. He interrupts my live streams on a regular basis because he's ungovernable. And I just decided to hold him because he was going to knock down all the lights. So, but this is Che. He loves to come in, say hi. He came in and said, and you know what? Don Corder and I just sat, the RT correspondent, we found out he named his cat Fidel Castro.
Yes.
And I named him Che.
Oh,
so we have
look how beautiful.
Revolutionary cats.
And right. I don't know if you know this, Tara, but I'm a newspaper guy, just like Fidel Castro was, right? So I love the I'm 61% Southern Italian, and I'm a newspaper guy. And I love to if you want to see the propaganda that's out there, read the newspaper.
There you have
know the propaganda, what they're trying to push.
So speaking of Southern Italian, are you from Sicily or that's South Italy?
Well, my mother, her roots, first of all, one of my grandparents were on my dad's side. My dad's dad was Italian, but my dad's grandfather was born in Italy. My mom's grandmother and grandfather were born in Italy. My mom's mom and dad were born in New York. So I'm still like fourth generation or third generation, whatever to talk about that. But when I did give my blood to Ancestry.com to check, it was pretty much on point what I was told. My mother was from Sicily, and my father was from the Tuscan region, just a little bit north of Sicily on the southern part of Italy. So when it came back perfectly.
Gorgeous.
And yeah. I've never been. Me and my mom are supposed to go next year. So
good.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Totally.
Yeah, my mom lived in Malta, and which is an island off. Like people don't really know about Malta, but it's an island near.
I know
in
it's
the Mediterranean as well. Yeah,
I know exactly.
It's really beautiful.
At. Yeah.
Their culinary is interesting because it's got a Middle Eastern flair with Italian with some other European. So it's like kind of an interesting mix.
Oh.
So
nice.
When you go there, you could have hummus with pesto. I don't know. So very, very cool.
I have had hummus with pesto, but now that I'm a vegan, I got to make it the vegan pesto. So yeah.
Well, I thought pesto was vegan.
No, pesto has Parmesan cheese.
Oh,
so you got to use vegan.
I have the basil garlic, so I never. Yeah, okay. So
you want to hear a trick?
Vegan now, huh?
Yeah, I am. Here's the thing. I was vegan for over a year and a half. And then I went to Central America and I broke down over there. I was like, damn, they put food in front of you. I was like, but when I came back, I kept up the bad habits for a couple months. And then I was just like, what am I doing? I'm a vegan. It's one of the best decisions I've ever made. So now I'm back on like 3 months of being vegan again, losing a ton of weight, intermittent fasting. Yeah. So, I mean, cooking a lot of vegan food. My roommate Steve, and he's also the co-host. He's not a vegan, but he eats a lot of vegan food because I get to cook a lot of vegan food. So it's a cool
Yeah.
thing. I love it. I really do.
I love vegan food too. I love acai bowls. I don't know if you make those, but those
Oh
are
yeah.
really
I
those
got
are
I got it in
favorite.
my freezer. I got a nice low sugar acai, and then I
Mhm.
cut bananas, granola. I got a little chai pudding. I drizzle agave, and I always
Mhm.
have blueberries on top of that because blueberries is a nice fruit. I love it. So I make those a lot, and I would get like bulk granola at Sprouts, so I get like different types of granola. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, that's like the best. People
Yeah.
that you know what? There's a place I went to, a coffee place, and I wanted to get one. You know how much they're charging now? At least around in the Pacific Northwest, $15. And this is just a coffee shop. It's not like a
Yeah.
fancy.
They're
Isn't that
that's
amazing?
they're over
$15.
here too. We have like an acai bowl place, Tara. Like
Yeah.
literally, that has it, and they have like a recipe. You can do the kiwi and whatnot,
Mhm,
and
mhm,
they're like
mhm.
$14. And I'm like, dude, like I just
You
went and
can
got everything myself,
you
and I make it
yeah,
myself.
you can make it
Yeah,
for $5 yourself. Well, theoretically, I don't know.
it could be cheaper if you
Everything's
buy it in bulk.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
much better. Yeah. So back to pasta and all that kind of stuff. So you cook a lot. So with pasta, have you kind of cut that out of your diet? Are you doing more like quinoa and stuff like that?
I got some sweet potato pasta, some brown rice pasta, but that's
Hmm.
the thing. I am eating very low carb. You know what I'm saying? I buy the keto bread.
Yeah.
I'm trying not to have as many processed foods because the first time veganism, a lot of processed foods. Not this
Hmm.
time. Like I don't think I've had maybe one what do you call those? Bill Gates burgers, the impossible ones, maybe
Yeah.
one beyond, maybe two burgers total in like in 90 days. When I first started, I was doing that shit all the time. Excuse my French. I was doing, all
Yeah.
the Bill Gates. It's too much processed food. Every morning I was having the vegan sausage and stuff. Now I try to go easy with that. But when it comes to my pasta on Sundays, I don't care. I made an angel hair arrabbiata the other day. And I
Ooh.
got beautiful red peppers, lemon zest. I caramelized the onions and the garlic with a little vodka. I used
Oh my
beautiful San
goodness.
Marzano plum tomatoes, and I had fresh basil on the side. And I bought my regular angel hair. I'm sorry. I was like, I'm gonna do my pasta at least once,
Yep.
twice a week. There's always some leftovers. So no, I haven't changed. I do a bolognese and a vegan bolognese, which I got down pat. I do use a little bit of the processed meat, but it's mostly vegetables. Like I cut up onions, garlic, carrots, rice, cauliflower, mushrooms, and I use beautiful tomatoes. And I just caramelize. Once again, it's all about the process when you're making pasta sauce.
Hmm.
So if you know the process, then you got it right. So I still make bolognese. I make a rigatoni bolognese, which is another
Hmm.
favorite of mine. I love rigatoni. That's another pasta I make. So I do. I get to have my cake and eat it too when it comes to pasta.
Well, that sounds amazing. Yeah, and your cooking sounds amazing too.
Thank you.
I've gotten into gardening again, which I kind of abandoned. Now I'm back into, and that's what fresh tomatoes. There's nothing like a fresh zucchini, all that stuff. When you get it from your garden, it's quite the feeling, isn't it?